Good morning, my name's Julie from salessewunique, and I will pop all the links down below where you can find me on social media. Well, welcome to this week's vlog. I'm not sure what number I'm on, but hopefully by the time you're seeing this vlog, the cross stitch one will be up. That's what's confused me, I think. So I don't know if I'm on number 3 or number 4. Oh dear, but it's actually 9:15 now. I've been up since 7:30 this morning, and I didn't go to bed till gone 2 o'clock last night. I was actually working on the computer, and Adele was helping because we were doing the download cross stitch design that we need to have uploaded onto the website today. And we'd never done this before, so we managed to sort it out last night. Well, Adele did it and type everything up, so everything is on the website, but it will go live later on today because we need to put a few more pictures in and things like that, just tweak it and sort of do a test on it. So yes, so that's good. So that was a bit of a learning curve. But like I said, I worked it all out. So yes, I didn't get a lot of sleep because I wasn't tired at all last night. And then I woke up at 5:30 this morning. I thought, well, I'm not getting up yet. It's too early. So I just went to the toilet and went back to bed. But I couldn't get back to sleep, so it was 6:30 when I got up. So I came down, got a cup of tea, got some toast, sat and watched YouTube for a bit, washed and dressed, did the dishes, put the washing out, fed the cats, just put some bread on. So I'm actually in my sewing room early today, which is really good because I was going to go down to work today and do some photographing of fabrics and things like that for the website. But then I decided no, and I thought no, I need to stay at home, get some sewing done, try and get as much done as I can today, and then I can go down to work tomorrow and do what I need to do. And obviously I can go to the post office and post out the few orders that I've got. So yeah, so that's really going to be my day. So I don't know how much I'll be able to share. So I'm just watching the pigeons go flying across. So yeah, so I will catch you all a bit later on. Well, last night when I went to bed, even though it was late, I decided I was going to start a new book. So I got my Kindle out, and on there I've got One Enchanted Evening by Anton de Beck. Now I bought this a while ago. It might have been even towards the end of last year, and I thought, oh, I'll just keep it, read some of my others. But I decided to start reading that last night, and set in the 1930s, I think. And I have to say, considering it's sort of not my style of book, I'm actually enjoying it. And obviously, I think one of the characters obviously based on Anton. And you know, as I'm reading it, I can just hear his voice in my head as he would be reading it. So yes, and I think I read 2 chapters, which that's pretty good considering it was quite late. But I will pop a picture in somewhere here because I haven't got obviously my Kindle with me at the minute. Well, this is my day today. I am making stickers for all my Etsy packages and the website packages. Normally I buy them, but this time I thought I'd make some myself. I've got a punch, I've got some sticker sheets which I bought off Amazon, and obviously Adele designs all my stationery stuff. So yes, this is what I'm doing today. I've ordered some new business cards as well. Well, it's Tuesday today. We are 6 o'clock at the minute, and I only picked the camera up not that long ago actually. I've been doing some labels. Normally I buy them off other little businesses. But sometimes they're getting a little bit expensive now, and the trouble is it all adds on to the cost of what you're selling. So I'm trying to be careful with the pennies at the minute. So Adele usually does the artwork for me. So I bought a pack of sticker sheets from Amazon, which arrived today. And Adele sort of shown me how to do it on the computer, a sheet of stickers. So I'm doing my own now. But I'm having to punch them out. I've got a nice scalloped edge punch, which I've just sat and punched. I think, what did I do? Print off? I think I printed off about 8 pages. And you get 24 designs on a page. So I've been sat there this afternoon punching out, ready for, obviously, to fill up. I'm going to get myself a little box and put all these stickers in. Now, obviously, normally when you buy stickers online, they've sort of been cut round, so you just peel them off. So I've got to get a pin to sort of separate mine, which, okay, it's going to be a little bit faffy, but it'll have to do. I mean, I have got a Cricut machine, which I need to learn how to cut labels out on it. I haven't sort of looked into that yet. It's just having space to set it up at the minute. So I think I'll probably have to have a day having a play around with the Cricut, clear the dining room table off and turf Adele out, I think. But yeah, that's what really what I've been doing today. It's all been sort of like admin things. Sorted out labels. These are just thank you labels for my Etsy orders and my website orders. I've printed off some address labels. I was just playing there because I'm not sure if they're the right size, so I've just done them on paper. Because I have got a stamper, one of those self-inking stamps that you get off Vistaprint. I had it a while ago, and it works okay, but you've got to have the knack of sort of pressing down firm enough but not too firm, otherwise you get smudges. And it's okay. I do get in a bit of a mess with it sometimes. It does tend to smudge a bit, but it's working. I just thought I'd get some printed off just in case it goes dry or anything, because knowing my luck, because I don't want to be handwriting all the time. What else have I been doing? Business cards. I needed some new business cards because as I changed the name on my Etsy shop and obviously for the website, and I've added Facebook back on, I needed some new cards inside. But I've had 2 sets done. I mean, Adele's got the designs already. It's something quite simple. It's just my little bird and a stitching board around. That's all I've got. But I wanted 2 lots. One lot that I can put all my pins on and my stitch markers. It's just got the website on, and I think it's got thank you for your order on as well on that one. And then another card which has just got the business name on and where you can find me on social media. So this time I've been organised, and luckily when I was ordering on Vistaprint, they had got an offer on, so everything was half price, which was really good because Vistaprint, I mean, they're good, but they are a bit dear. So I tend to buy when there's offers on, but there was nothing to say there was an offer on. It was when I popped everything in the basket, up it popped, half price. So I thought, oh, that's good, that's good. So yes, so that's all I've been doing today, really. I did a little bit of stitching this morning on my hexes. So yes, that leads into this. I have actually decided what I'm doing. So I've started stitching my hexes together, and I've added in a different colour, that one, and where is it, that one, and I've got another one, that they're the Tilda fabrics. Now that fabric is on the There's Always Time for Tea bag, which I appliqued, so that's all part of sort of the collection to me. I mean, obviously I'm not selling the Tilda fabric, but I wanted to put it in, and I've actually decided what I'm doing. So this week, I don't know how much of this I'm going to get done. I don't know if I'm going to get it finished or not, but I'm going to try. So that's going to be my project for this week, and I will share my progress each day, how I'm getting on, and you will see the end product at some point. Maybe at the end of this vlog. I'm hoping so. I'm going to try my best to actually get it all done. So I think this evening, I mean, we've not had tea yet, so I think I'm going to go and get some tea on. And I quite fancy making some rock cakes today. Trouble is, it's a little bit warm, isn't it? It's been a gorgeous day, but it is still quite warm in our kitchen. But I'd like to do some rock cakes because we haven't really got a lot of puddingy stuff in. Nobody likes currants and raisins and all that, but I've found in the cupboard I've got a pot of cherries, so I thought I might use them because that sounds nice. I did want to make a quiche, but I don't know, I'll see. If I've got time this evening, I might make like a quiche Lorraine. We haven't had one for absolutely ages. Failing that, I'll do it tomorrow, but I know I'd like to do some rock cakes tonight, so I will probably see you again tomorrow. Well, it's Wednesday today, but it's early evening. Oh no, it's 20 past 8. It's the first time I've sort of really picked the camera up for filming, but oh, it's been a warm day today. I hope everybody's enjoying the sun. I mean, I enjoy the sun, but it's a little bit warm for me. Had to pop out this afternoon. I went down to the shop. I needed to pack up 1 or 2 orders, which I did, posted all them, and I've been taking some pictures of some fabric to go on to the website. So I photographed the licensed fabric. I've already got some Harry Potter fabric on, and I've done some more now. Did I do the rest of that? No, I didn't do the rest of the Harry Potter. It was like Marvel, Frozen, things like that. So for the next couple of days I'll be putting that on the website. But when I went down to the shop, I mean, obviously there's nobody in the building down there because it's still closed up, because nobody's opening up until 4th of July, I think it is. So they're having the building painted all inside, so it's all white, all the walls and that are white, and everybody's doors, I suppose it's stained sort of a reddy brown wood. So they've been painting. That's how I walked in on that today. Oh, and the smell, it's terrible in there. Of course, they can't have the front doors open while they're working because anybody could walk in, and you know, they don't want that. So I felt quite sorry for the 2 fellas that were doing it because they were absolutely roasting. So I don't think I'm going back down there now. I'll probably wait until Monday. I was going to go down tomorrow, but as they're still painting and the smell, I'm just not going to bother. I'm going to wait. I'm going to get some work done at home and just go down on Monday because I've got quite a bit of tidying up to do down there, so I need to get on. I'm looking a bit windswept today. Mind you, when I got back in this afternoon from my trip out, I was that hot, I just got the fan on and sat in the front room in front of the fan for a good couple of hours. But yeah, I've had tea, done the dishes. Nothing exciting really. I've watered all the plants in the garden. they're actually coming on really well now. The tomato plants are flowering, which is good. I mean, they're probably only about 2 foot high, I think, or maybe a bit more than that. But you know, they've got some flowers on, so yeah, they're doing really well. The courgettes are doing really well because there was a couple of flowers on the other day, but when I've watered, you can see where all the, I suppose, the other little flowers and that where the courgettes are coming from. So it looks like we're going to have quite a few, which is really good. The rhubarb's doing well as well. I've not really had time to chop that back yet. Trouble is, it's too warm for cooking. I don't really want to be stood over a hot stove, but I'm going to have to do it at some point. Anyhow, I've been doing a little bit of, well, I call it journaling. It is journaling, but it's not journaling like putting lots of pictures in with photographs and things like that. It's just of my makes for this year. Now, I've been wanting to do this for quite some time. And every year I get notebooks and think, right, this year I'll make a note of everything I make and take some pictures and everything. But my printer, I've got a big Epson printer, nice printer, but some of the photographs don't always turn out very well. And I didn't want to be having big photographs, you know, like 6x4. I just wanted some little, like a pocket printer. So I've been having a look around. I mean, this has been going on now for probably well over a year that I've been searching around for anything sort of pocket printer wise and reading reviews, watching YouTube, and then thinking, well, shall I have this, shall I not? And then I think, oh, I don't know, I'll think about it. So I'll leave it for a few weeks and then I go back and look, and yeah, so I couldn't really make up my mind what I wanted. But about 2 months ago, I plumped on, what was it, Selphy 1300. And obviously it's not a pocket printer, but I will put a clip in now of it actually printing so you can see how it works. When I first got it and obviously got it all set up and it started printing, it lays its colours down in each, when the paper goes in and out, and I thought it was broken. Yeah, which I should have probably read about it a little bit more. So, and I'm thinking, oh my word, I've only got yellow ink here, what's it doing? But you know, as you can see, the paper goes in and out and it lays a protective coating on top of it so you can touch the photo straight away and they don't smudge, which is fantastic. And I must admit, I'm quite impressed with it really. It's a nice little printer. I mean, okay, it's not a pocket printer, but I can still take it away on holiday. I haven't got a special bag for it or anything. It still sort of lives in its box. But no, I'm quite pleased with it. And I've got some of the apps to go with it. There's actually quite a few different apps because I have been watching, when I have time, to watch some of the YouTube's channels on the Selphy printer. And it's quite fascinating really what you can actually do with it. So I'm looking forward to sort of using it more. So hopefully, I mean, I've only done so much of my work for this year. There's still a lot I haven't done, but I'm going to try and do bits as and when I've got a little bit of spare time. But it started off really as like a notebook. Sort of if I'm doing a new design and say it's a plique, then I can write down all the details of what I've used if I've drawn the design myself or it's a die or something like that. And then I can measure where I place the design on my bag, so I don't have to go measuring if I do any more in the future. So some of it's a bit scribbling, a bit scrappy in there, but it's only for me, and it's just like I say, it's just like a little notebook really. But I've got photographs, and I'm putting fabric samples in for the bags, and for the cross stitching I've made some little pockets, and I'm putting the patterns in there, and a list of all the sort of fabrics I've used and threads I've used, and pictures, well, probably the finished product really. And yes, I've been doing a little bit more of that today, trying to sort of catch up on some of the bits. But yeah, so I will show you sort of some pages what I've done, because I know a lot of people are journaling, and I know a lot of people are journaling about lockdown, and people are doing photographs and of their life, their daily life, where they've been and things like that. And yeah, I think that's good. It's nice. I must admit, I haven't really done any sort of like paper crafting like this for, must be 5 years now actually, because I used to be quite big and really into the paper crafting, scrapbooking and altered art and things like that. I used to love that, and I did that for over 20 years. And then all of a sudden I just sort of fell out of love with it really. And things were changing in the shop as well. People were getting more into knitting and sewing, and obviously I'd already started stocking wool and fabrics, and it was just a case of going with the times, going with what people wanted. So it was a good job I could knit and crochet and sew. Otherwise I'd have been a bit stuck. Yeah, right, so I'll show you a few pages of what I've done. I mean, this is sort of the fabric I've got in. I've just used washi tape, and I've got a little bit of writing down here, a little bit here. And the nice thing about the Selphy is you can do what they call a shuffle, and you can put several photographs on one page and then shuffle around until you get the desired effect, I suppose. So yeah, like I said, this is stuck in with some washi tape. Now the washi tape I've used up here, I think that was a Do-Cross one I had, and it seems to be okay at the minute, but I was finding it wasn't sticking very well. Now this is a new one. I bought a box of these off Amazon a couple of weeks ago, and it seems to be really nice, and I'm quite enjoying using this. It's got the nice colours. And now this is the cross stitch one, where this is the Bee with Flowers cross stitch kit that we designed. So I've got my patterns in my pocket, and then on this side I've just got the hashtag I've got for Instagram, and I've put my threads on, and I've picked out my threads here, and I've got a picture of the kit. And on the next one, this is from the bee kit, and as you can see I've just got a piece of paper stuck in when I drew out my design. And this is the Always Time for Tea cross stitch. So I've made a pocket, my pattern's in there, and I've got some pictures there. Now this one, there's not a great deal in this one, which on some of them there won't be. Now this is the little quilt I did the other week, and I couldn't find any details on what the fabric was, but I found my sort of chart with all the numbers for the fabrics, and this is Voicey fabric. It's, well, I say Voicey fabric, it's Moda fabric I should say. It's, I think it's Charles Voice, and it's V&A, and it's Moda fabric, and it was a charm pack. So this one's quite simple, there's nothing much else on here, but I might add to it, you know, you never know. Now this is the cross stitch for the Union Jack. So you can see I've got my threads, I've got pictures of all the little projects, and then I've got that one here. That one, there's nothing there. See, now this one, it's quite simple. I've just sort of put where my teapot is and everything. So like I say, one or two of them are very simple. This is the scone cross stitch, which is the free pattern that's on my website. That's quite a simple one. That's the applique cupcake. That's the strawberry drawstring bag. And that is There's Always Time for Tea. And this is one of the photographs for the Easter Bunny gift box. You can see they're not in any particular order because most of my photographs are actually not on my phone anymore. They're all on the computer in a folder for, I think, each month, which are all stored on an external hard drive. So it all takes time getting all these pictures off, but the nice thing is I can transfer them from the computer back onto my phone, so I can use my little Selphy printer. But I do need another photograph of the other bag, so I've got enough space there. This one's just of 3 bags that I did and some of our notebooks. And then I've just got a picture here that's of my pins. So yeah, that's all I've got in there at the minute. And this book, it's a really lovely notebook. You've got lined paper on one side. I don't know if you can see this side, but it's all dots. And this came off Amazon. I'm just trying to think. I think that's the name. I don't know if that's paper, but I think that's what it's called on Amazon. And I think these were about £11, and you've got an elastic to go round, and you've got a little ribbon, which is good. So I mean, you can see my book's filling out a little bit, so who knows what it will look like when I've finished putting work in. But I have got another one on the shelf. It's an orange one. They do it in a few colours. I think there's red, blue, white and orange, and I think there might be a green one. I think it depends which seller you buy them off, but no, I really like that one, so I'm looking forward to doing some more. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little look into my sort of journaling book on my makes. I'm now going to go back in the house. To be perfectly honest, if I'd got I don't know, I suppose I'd stop out here because it's cool, but I need to go back inside. Yes, I'm going to go and settle down now for the evening. I'm going to get a nice cold drink. I've got a Diet Coke sat there waiting for me with some ice cubes in, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm going to do a little bit more on my paper piecing. So hopefully tomorrow I'll get to show you my hexes, and hopefully I'll have made a little bit more, you know, a bit more, oh god, a bit more progress on what I'm doing. It's this heat, it's getting to me. Good morning. Well, it's Thursday and I was up nice and early this morning, washed and dressed, showered, everything. Thought I'm going to do, you know, get some jobs done, and it was so warm in the kitchen. Oh dear, I don't. So it's now, I think it's about 11 o'clock now, and I'm just in the middle of making a quiche Lorraine. So I'm just cooking up some onions, mushrooms and bacon. So now it's got to cool down. the pastry's already in the case, so when it's cool I can get it in the oven, so that'll be for tonight's tea. And I've got my butter out, it's just softening up, so I'm going to go and do those rock cakes. Well, the rock cakes are actually in the oven. The quiche is sort of getting ready to go in the oven. After the rock cakes finish, I am just having a cold infusions. It's mint cucumber, one of the Tetley teas, and it's really nice. So I'm having 10 minutes sat in front of the fan to cool down while I'm waiting for the first batch of rock cakes to finish. Then got another batch of rock cakes to put in, the quiche will go in, and then I'm going to have some lunch. Probably cheese and salad sandwich today, I think. Well, while I'm waiting for the rock cakes to cook, I thought I'd just do a little bit more on my English paper piecing. It's growing now, it's coming along. So yeah, so I'm going to do another little bit on this. Well, the first batch is out of the oven and it tastes really nice. Very tasty. Mind you, I did make a mistake on the recipe. I've got the bureau book and it's got the rock cakes in, and I think it was a scone or something else underneath, and I've gone and mixed the two recipes together, haven't I? Because I've had lots of phone calls today. But having said that, it tastes fine. Hello, well, it's Friday today. It's actually coming up for midday. I've not been doing a lot. I've actually been doing some hand sewing. I've been working on my English paper piecing. So we are nearly to size. I've just measured it. I've just got to do a little bit more. But I'm not going to get this finished today. I know that. Obviously, because now I've got to sort of round the vlog off for the week and get it edited and uploaded, because that's what takes the time. The exporting. It's the exporting that takes the time. So yes, so that's as far as I'm going to get for this vlog. But next week, I don't tend to film on a weekend. I sort of do it Monday to Friday. But it depends if I actually manage to sit down and do a little bit more work on this this project. I think I need to give my fingers a bit of a break now. A little bit sore, and I think it's probably my fault, because when I put the glue on the fabric to wrap it around the template, I think I got a little bit carried away and the glue's gone up towards the fold line. That's what's making it a little bit harder to get my needle through, because I'm trying hard not to obviously go through the papers. So I think what I might do is leave it maybe for the rest of the day and do something else. Give myself a break, and then I can get on with this next week and share with you a finished project, which will be exciting. So I think this, we'll see, once I've done my computer work, I think I'm going to do a little bit of sewing on the sewing machine this time, and I quite fancy doing some Dresden plates actually. I've got a little charm pack, I'll just get it and show it you. Right, well, this is a charm pack by Moda. I'm going to cough, excuse me. That's better, dry throat. Right, this is Moda This is called Volume 2 and it's by what is that, Sweet Waters, I think, for Moda. And it's 42 squares, it's 100% cotton, the 5-inch squares, and that's all the sort of the list of the fabrics. And that's the tag on the front. I only ever seem to buy Moda fabric when I'm on holiday. Never any other time. Anyhow, this looks really nice. I got this last year when we were away, and I mean, it's not my colours that I would have something sort of in the house, because it's sort of reds, blacks, things like that. Now I'd really like to show you what's in this charm pack, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Let's have a little look. I don't think I am. Actually, what I'll try and do is, this is the grey one, and by the looks of it, they're all different patterns in each sort of colourway. Now I don't know if you can see them. The colour is blowing out a little bit on that side. That's a bit better. It's like a, I wouldn't say it's quite charcoal, but all those patterns look, can't do it. You've got your stripe, some flowers, some little spots, and the last one is some text. I don't know if it's focusing on that. There we go. So that's the grey one. I was going to actually put this together to do a little quilt, but then I thought, well, like I said, the colour scheme, it's not me really. Oops. Right, and the next one is, well, they're like a cream colour. That's got little flowers on. That's your little dotty one again. I'll show you the two of them. Oh, I'm not very good at this today. And then there's another 3, I think, of this colourway. So we've got the flowers again, there's a text, and actually it's all, this one is all like sort of sewing, because it's, that one says stitch, and the next one has got quilters, pins, inspiration, keepsakes and things like that. So that is a nice one. I quite like this fabric, so I'm really looking forward to doing something with it. But like I said, I'm going to do some Dresden plates, I think, with this, and maybe, I don't know, use the scraps up for and the paper piecing. So this is the red version, so you've got your stitch there. Maybe I should have gone that way. Flower. I'm a bit useless today at this, aren't I? My fingers aren't working. Spots again, and all that. And the stripy one, yeah. So that's the red version, and then obviously you've got, as the fabrics are all the same in each little colourway, I think what I'll do is I'll just hold the colourways up. So we've got red on white, then we've got some black and white, and that's like a grey and white and red, but that's the others. So yeah, so this might all go into some project bags, something like that. Haven't quite decided, but I think that's what I'm going to do with some of it anyhow, so that should be good. going to enjoy doing that, because at least it's machine sewing and I can just sort of get on with that. So this time I'm going to keep my tags, all the information, and this will go straight in my book. And what I'm probably going to do is try and lay the fabrics out a little bit so I can take some pictures, and then obviously do it as the shuffle photograph and pop it in my book, and then I'll have enough space to do probably another 6x4 picture with all the little pictures inside when I make some bags or whatever I'm going to make. So I'm going to be trying me good and actually put things in my book as I do them. Well, I'm going to call it a day now, and I'm going to go back inside and I'm going to get this video edited and exported, and you should be watching this on Saturday. Yeah, then I'm going to have some lunch. I think we might have the rest of that quiche actually. Oh, it was so nice. It was really nice to have a homemade quiche again. I've missed that. So definitely going to make another one at some point. Try not to have them too often because I use cream in my quiche. I don't. Yeah, it's a bit naughty really, but yeah, it's a pot of cream and a bit. So yes, they're not quiches to have all the time. They're only every now and again treat things really. So yeah. Yes, right. Thank you for joining me this week. Hope you enjoy the vlog. And thank you obviously for coming back and watching me each week. And welcome to any new subscribers. Thank you for checking me out, and it's lovely to have you here. At least it's not as warm today, is it? I don't know about what the weather's like where you are, but it's a lot duller today. We don't seem to have had a storm yet. The sky seems to be brightening up a little bit, but oh, I don't know. Anyhow, have a good weekend, and then obviously enjoy your week next week, and I hope everybody's well and staying safe, and I'll see you all again pretty soon. Bye for now.